Now, we all know everything, something about what culture pro wrestling here. I know you do, James. I know you do, and stuff like that. So this is actually from their last ever pay-per-view. It's going to be talking about a ladder match. So we've covered pretty much every basis, every match, but not a ladder match, James.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite interesting to see the choreography and obviously the planning for this match sort of thing, because obviously we've seen quite a range of different matches sort of thing. So to be quite interesting as to what kind of spots they come up with ladder matches. My favourite ever spot is the Kevin Owens one, when it kind of like drapes over the ladder, like on Simpsons when it goes over the hydrant. So quite funny to see if they do something like that.
Did he do that while he was yawning? I'm quite worried. Dear. So this is Built to Destroy from 2019.
Is this the one where we're going to do it in a different way? We're going to do this sort of EMS watch along, where we talk over just slightly like this over the video.
And it doesn't work for you, sorry.
ASMR.
I know. It doesn't work for me. I don't know why it doesn't work for me. It's probably because I don't have a real mic.
Oh,
let's go!
Here we go.
Think about what the SCC have to go through to retain those Defiant Tag Team Championships.
The Defiant Tag Team Championship.
I worry for the SCC.
Manly brotherly love there in the background.
To become the holder of the Magnificent Seven briefcase. It is a briefcase he cashes in tonight with one of his.
I know that guy very well.
Visage, a new team looking to win the
Which guy?
team titles.
One with the blue. You got to remember, this is their last pay-per-view. What cult? Well, Defiant now, if you want to call it that.
It is now time for the Tag Team Championship ladder match. The only way to win is to capture.
And the crowd goes mild.
Whomever does so will be declared the Defiant Wrestling Tag Team Champion.
You got to remember though the history around here, because obviously Defiant was really going downhill for a lot of reasons.
This is done in 6.
Isn't that right, Eddie?
Full of nonsense.
And unless your hair is below your ears, you should not be wearing a ponytail of any sort.
The South Coast Connection!
Sorry, we didn't want to interrupt Stevie Aaron then. What were you saying, sir?
I'm saying, if your hair isn't below your shoulders, then you shouldn't be wearing any sort of ponytail.
Resourceful tag teams that we have here, if not the most talented. And look at this, already actually done. That vertical leap, that NBA caliber vertical leap, trying to grab his Defiant. Oh, Jesus, here comes an idiot. Not an idiot.
That's why I don't like ladder match his match, because you could easily win one. I reckon I could get up the ladder and grab the belts before anybody got me down.
Now, I did actually try getting this guy on the show to actually watch this match back with us, but he refused to. But apparently, he's one of those people where he don't like to watch his stuff back.
Visage, one hell of a pick by Benji. Lord knows he needs someone to fight his battles for him.
Introducing the challengers. First of all,
I can't help it. Benji's like trying not to laugh there.
Visage. His tag team partner is the winner of the 2019 Magnificent 7 match, Benji. They are representing the Tuck Shop.
The Tuck Shop.
Wait, did he just say Tuck Shop?
Yeah.
And the goes mild.
I love a good tuck shop. How much money did you get at school for a tuck shop? Do you even have a tuck shop?
About a couple of quid.
You don't have a pair of those drawers that Visage has, do you?
Them are the days.
Yeah.
All you had to worry about was the first bell and getting to the tuck shop and getting your Mars bar and your bottle of Lucozade.
I remember me when I was a kid, used to go to a shop with a quid and still come back with change.
I thought you said come back with a quid.
Yeah. Hey, Rich Swift here. Hey, Rich. I didn't realize that was Rich Swift.
These two have a chance here at Tag Team Championship.
It's weird now because I've interviewed so many refs now. When I'm watching matches, I'm going, hey, that's that so and so ref.
Just been called Connor Renshaw carries Benji potentially to the... Now it.
I thought we were going to start hitting each other there, like the tag partners. That would have been quite funny, that.
To be honest, I thought that was pretty funny.
I think both teams went to opposite sides looking for ladders. Yeah, and the SCC cut Benji and Visage off. What a master plan that was from the tag team champions. Yeah, a pair of geniuses. Now you're catching
It's
on
a
up.
Slim Jim ladder.
Oh, look at that from Visage. I wasn't being entirely sincere. When are you ever?
So, just to clarify, is Visage
From Visage.
male or female? Just because I don't want to get it wrong and I don't want to get cancelled.
Kelly Six calls himself the king of
I don't even know because I don't want to be Joe disrespectful and everything myself.
Yeah.
I don't mean that disrespectful. We just don't want to, do you know what I mean? Like with the world we're living in now, do you want to assume there's something wrong?
Visage did all the work, and then Benji came in and took all the glory. You really have a problem with Benji, don't you? What is it on? I've got many problems. Tell me what your problem with him is.
Climb the ladder. One, go on.
Oh, look at this clodhopper, this idiot again.
Yeah, that's how you climb a ladder. And you don't stop for somebody to grab you.
Ashley Dunn. Dunn in some trouble here. Benji has Dunn on the ladder. Dunn counters. Benji gets deposited on the canvas. Ashley Dunn already a few rungs up that ladder. Oh, Six picks up his partner. Oh, uses him as a...
Ow, that was sore.
The power bomb him onto Benji. And that's the teamwork of the...
Sorry, I've got Stevie. I'm like just confirming what we confirmed with the other match. That it was Middlesbrough.
Talking about cheating.
Hey.
Visage and Kelly Six going at it here. Six lured Visage in and knees him in the head. One of these two teams must incapacitate the other.
The thing is, I always like a good ladder match, me, to be honest.
Visage with the counter. Six is looking for the suplex. Six ends up
Oh.
corner.
So the commentator keeps referring to Visage as he, so I'm kind of thinking that
Okay.
they do want it.
Out of the way, so that Benji and
So yeah, we'll say he then, yeah, right?
apparently because
Yeah.
We just don't want to, do you know what I mean? Assume something wrong and then get cancelled or get taken off. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Don't want to
So
upset
we just,
anybody
that's all the thing we're doing there, guys. You know what I mean? Just want to confirm. Oh, what a kick!
That was good. I like that one. That was quite a good one. Right?
No, it's a mere hiccup. That's all it is. No, this would really
Their pronouns are they, them.
Benji became one half.
Have you actually looked on the thing with Visage?
Yes.
Right, okay. Thank you very much for that.
Fans have been in sour mood about SCC for a very long time.
So refer to them as there then.
Aussie Open,
Mhm.
biggest reigning Defiant Tag Team Champions ever to win the titles. They've since had very questionable victories over Team White Wolf, over the dynamic duo. Over
This is gonna hurt.
others as well. And now,
Maybe not.
what's that even mean?
See, you very rarely see that happen where they go to suplex someone onto a ladder and the partner actually stops them. Usually they just let it happen, so it's quite refreshing to see them actually stop.
I like that
it.
little run up the ladder there.
They're very Shelton Benjamin-esque.
Yeah.
I can't believe this idiot might become one half.
Even though he's turned into a morning face bitch. Anyways.
I feel like I'm drunk. Can't believe what I'm seeing. Benji cashing in that magnificent 7 briefcase, has Visage as his partner.
Is Visage still wrestling here? Can you confirm that for us?
Of that ladder. And look at the size of that ladder.
2000. Retired August 1st, 2019.
Ah, okay.
No, wait there. That was Defiant Wrestling.
Yeah. So didn't they obviously wrestle, you know, after this?
Yes. Visage is still wrestling, I think.
Right, okay.
I'll just double check.
Got some on me as well. No one can tell that pattern on your jacket anyway.
I love the Visage's kicks, I've got to be honest.
Bad place for it to be. Double knees to Six. Kelly Six is down. Dunn is down on the outside. Benji and Visage could be just moments away here from tag team title glory.
Korea.
More damage to Six, it looks like. Double team effort from Benji and Visage.
They have had 2 matches in Pro Wrestling Chaos this year, 2 matches in New Wave Wrestling, 2 matches in Attack Pro Wrestling,
So
Drag Attack Wrestling 1 match, and North Wrestling in 1 match. So they're still active. That's
yeah,
this year.
Benji in trouble. Come on, put this little mutt down. Mr. Magnificent 7.
I tell you some of these commentators are absolutely like rinsing Benji with comments.
SCC. Picture perfect. South Coast connection. Certainly connected with that one. Benji landing hard. That double team move from the tag team champions. I knew this wouldn't hold the SCC back. I knew this ladder match was right up their street. You haven't been whining about it for weeks about how unfair it is, have you? Maybe once or twice. Yeah, well, they have as well, to be fair. And look like it might work out well for them because they're climbing the ladder.
Jesus Christ.
Stopping the champion from getting too close to those belts. Damn Visage. You know, Benji's lucky he has a partner like Visage in this match. Otherwise, it'd already be over. Boots right to the face of both the champions. Where's Visage taking the ladder?
Why does it feel like them titles are so far down? I could be able to just reach him, just going in, miss end.
It's a secret, Liam. Don't ruin it.
Okay.
It might be to do with the fact that one of the wrestlers is 5'7".
Jesus Christ, SCC. Bit of a physical one, isn't it?
Just as I thought the SCC had it well in hand. Look, some more punishment, obviously.
Oh.
Going to get it too. He will not give up. We've seen what he gets. Behave yourself.
Poor Benji. A great guy. No need for this.
What's he doing? He's on the ladder. Done with Benji.
Visage's hair's come off.
Hit him. Oh, reverse Rana. Reverse Rana. Great thinking from Benji. How does he do these things? Oh, how does Visage do those things? They are pulling it all out of the bag of tricks here. This is a nightmare come to life. Don't forget Benji and Visage. This is their first outing as a tag team. They could end it as tag team champions. That's what gives me hope for the SCC, though. They're a well-oiled machine. They still have the advantage. Don't let what's happening currently fool you. There we go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A 2-on-1 situation here. Oh, it could be a broken... Oh! Broken jaw.
Bit weird that they went for the head then. Would have been make more sense if they went for the leg.
Yeah.
Extra tall ladder. Get down from the outside of the ring. Benji up the top. Benji from the outside off the ladder takes out the tag team champion.
I love how fast he went up that ladder as well.
I mean, honestly.
Have you ever noticed that about that's all, folks. Have you ever noticed that in ladder matches is the more the match progresses, the quicker the wrestlers go up the ladder? Makes no sense. Surely it should be the other way about.
The slower they're gonna, yeah.
And now, oh no, this is the way that SCC won the tag title.
So I want to gauge your two guys' opinion on this. Obviously, who was it now? Was it Nia Jackson, Tiffany Stratton that had the last woman standing match? A lot of people complained that the referee held the table that were on the top rope, saying that it kind of takes away the mystique of that sort of thing.
The thing is, though, and to balance that out, I mean, we do see that even in the UK scene. I mean, I'm not going to mention promotions, but I have seen it, like in a couple of promotions.
But you know what? If you can't do it without spoiling the illusion, don't do it. That's my view on it.
No, I 100% agree and stuff like that. But like I said, it's just not the big leagues. You know what I mean? I've seen it in the UK scene as well.
AEW do it as well. There's matches where they've got 4 referees in holding the ladder. It's like, what are you doing, man? You only need one guy at the bottom for health and safety, not 4.
I think I'm one of the few people that would actually say that I don't actually mind seeing referee hold it ladder, because end of the day I'd rather see him hold it ladder and possibly fall over and break the neck or whatever, or fall on their arm and break their arm. So I think something like that doesn't really bother me.
Look, I get the safety aspect, but because I'm very much of a person that can't have the illusion spoiled.
In this kind of match.
As soon as the illusion's spoiled, I'm grumpy and just want to shit on the match. You know.
It's still real to me, goddammit.
I know exactly.
On that damaged body part.
You can't do it right. Don't do it at all.
It's intelligence. If Visage can't walk, he damn sure can't climb that ladder. Can't grab those defiant tag team titles. Coming out here.
I mean, there was what was it the other week? MGF. He took a Canadian destroyer and then he was straight up. You know, bounced straight up and then just attacked the guy. It's like, wait, he just like, I don't even like the Canadian destroyer. I think it's a stupid move. I think it's a choreographed gymnastics flip flop.
I do like the way that WWE's booked Penta for using Mexican Destroyer, where he did it to Chad Gable and he beat him with it. That it does look like a legitimate move that could possibly kill someone.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, go ahead, yeah.
Exactly. What was it? If you're going to do a move like that, then have it finished and build up the legitimacy of it.
Like, he used to really piss me off where, like, I don't watch AEW myself whatsoever. Like, I'd see clips on YouTube and you'd have them do the Canadian Destroyer onto the ring apron and then they'd kick out, but then a finishing move that looks like I could do it to my chuffing 2-year-old niece and she'd still stand up and piss about and walk off.
Who was that MJF did it with? It was Sammy Guevara a few years ago, and he did this awesome what was it, a jumping pile driver off like the middle rope, and it looked absolutely insane. And then he kicks out in two. It's like, what are you doing? You know, and then they go and do a stupid finish.
Benji's got the bigger ladder, boys.
From that higher ladder, the size of that ladder.
Compensated for something, Benji.
Yeah.
You know he's going to watch this back, right?
Yeah.
I'm only kidding.
He's a good lad, though. Do you know what I mean? I can't speak highly enough about him. He's an incredible guy. I've spoken to him a few times.
On his shoulders.
And just so you know, but guys, by the way, do you know we've obviously covered wrestling in Newcastle, by the way? He's the Evil promoter.
Yeah.
Oh, Benji screaming in agony there, boys. I don't know if you heard that.
Fairly, I mean, if you were chucked onto a chuffing steel ladder, wouldn't you be in chuffing pain?
I'd be more in pain, mate. I'd be struggling.
I mean, we struggle to comprehend walking up a chuffing pile of stairs.
Yeah. The thing is as well. What we don't take for granted here is these indie promotions are using real ladders, where places like AEW and WWE have probably got them gimmicked. You know.
Yeah.
What was it? So that they can do stuff on them.
See, these guys are getting thrown onto ladders. I'd struggle just laying on that ladder like Visages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't climbing a ladder without a hard hat on. Put it that way.
It takes them less than 30 seconds to get up a ladder. It'd probably take me about 2 minutes.
How high actually done is in the air right now?
2 minutes take me fucking 3 hours.
And that's just on that one there.
Ah, that's on that chuffing Hornswoggle one. I've got to say, one of the funniest ladder matches of all time is going to be a WLC.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that was funny.
Fucking what a fucking match. Oh.
That's got to hurt.
Oh.
Ashley Dunn lands back first.
That's what
on that ladder.
what was it? Hornswoggle says about he's running the WWE because people keep on wanting him to shit on the WWE, and he says I should never have been there in the first place. You know, what was his dream? And he says,
Oh, that would have been missed. I don't know if you saw that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goes into the ladder courtesy of 6. Kelly 6 going to finish Visage off. There we go.
Oh.
Dumped on the ladder.
They're not chuffing sugarcoating this shit, are they?
No.
They're going chuffing alpha leather. Like, full fucking credit to them. Go on, get it, you bastard.
All kinds of trouble. Dunn has recovered quickly from his own collision with the ladder. Once more, it's that extra tall ladder that Dunn has positioned. underneath now.
I noticed that the commentator on the left, one with the red tie, he's been on Wrestle Talk recently.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name though. I keep thinking it's Sullivan, but it's not Sullivan. That's the name is one of the other guys.
Oh!
Benji with the powerbomb on Ashley Dunn.
One set flip. Oh, look at guy on his arm, on his back.
Benji.
Yeah.
Now look, in the middle of the ring,
Christ.
Kelly 6 on his own. Come on, Kelly 6. Visage is there. Thank God for that, Visage.
No, Visage. Grab his dick and twist it.
That was. No, Visage
When I shouted that at New Lodge, Liam, and everyone looked at me.
atop that ladder.
Yeah. Thing is, luckily, there weren't many people. Yeah, otherwise you'd have got kicked out, probably.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, Visage, no.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Visage is falling away.
To be fair, it's the first time I've been to New Lodge Club and committee men weren't fighting each other.
The SCC
Yeah, you were pissed up, though.
I called it, Dave.
Pissed up, it was jumping paralytic.
Visage.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that. Use it wig to distract it. That's quite good. That's.
No. Do it, please. No. Do it.
Benji.
I always find it funny, like
With his hand
when
Oh,
you
it was a
watch something
replay.
like
I wonder what
this.
that was then.
Yes.
I find it quite funny when you watch something like this, and like we watch it and we're like, that guy's dead, and then commentates 5 seconds ago, I think he's dead. Like we've just said that.
Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
And what was it?
Of
Liam's like, he's not dead. I thought he was already.
Yeah. I made it last show. What are you on about?
Or they go, I think he's dead, and then you say, he's not dead. I saw him down in Morrison's 2 weeks ago.
But what do you think, boys? James, take it away.
Oh, good that, like that. We're quite fun to watch, to be honest. I particularly like at the end when Visage threw the wig at him, and I was like, the fuck? So good.
No, it definitely. Do you know what I mean? And like that's the first time I've heard the name Visage, but I've never seen obviously any of their work. So it was nice. And do you know what? Them kicks, by the way, were incredible.
Definitely. Could definitely tell that they've got a lot of trust in each other, and obviously they're really confident in each other's ability. So it's quite nice to see that sort of connection.
100%. Ain't it?
And they're still champions. Woohoo!
Yes, that's one thing you need to remember as well. This was their last pay-per-view, so technically they are still the champions and the last champions for What Culture, or Defiant, whichever you want to call it.
Longest reigning Defiant tag team champions in history, and it ends up with about 14 years.
Yeah, essentially, and stuff like that. But no, I mean, that was a really good match. I mean, some really actual spots. Benji, I've just got the picture here now. Benji's back. That looked bruised to fuck. I'll show you the image so you know what I mean.
Ow.
He's back.
Jesus.
Yeah. Exactly. And stuff like that. I want to touch on something you said earlier on about, with the ref thing and stuff like that. I mean, I didn't see any in this match. I don't know if you guys saw any.
No, there wasn't.
No.
And it is a weird thing. Like I said, I do see it, do you know what I mean, in promotion and stuff like that.
It irritates the hell out of me when you're meant to be presenting something, and what was it called? What was it? And it just takes you out the moment when you see something that shouldn't be there. I get that there's health and safety and there's protecting, but to me, then don't do it. That's my opinion, because I'm a miserable git that way.
You said that, not us.
No. But yeah, I mean, for me, that was it. I mean, it's just a preference. So, that's the problem. People get offended by like, oh my god, what are you talking about? It's like, it's my opinion. Shush. But yeah, what was it? That's stuff like that takes me out of the match. Probably because I've seen too much wrestling. Because I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid. What was it called? And it's difficult. What was it? When you sort of see stuff that you don't want to see.
No,
I mean, there's some really bad ones. Like, what was it? Like, I know people will say this is controversial, but Chris Jericho, he's terrible in the ring for letting you know what's going to happen. He's allowed loud shouter, and and he gives a lot of the time away when you watch Jericho wrestle. John Cena does it as well. John Cena's a loud caller. What was it called? It's just when you see it, it takes you out of it. But again, that's me just being too picky, and what it is. It's just because when I was younger, didn't see all that, or maybe it was there and I just didn't notice it.
Who knows? So, James, anything to add?
No, mate. No, not much to add to it.
Okay. Is there anything you want to discuss about the match? You know what I mean? Get a discussion going a little bit.
Yeah. So obviously that was the last pay-per-view. Did they know it was the last pay-per-view? Or
Yes.
So were they wrapping things? Did they wrap on the other matches as well? Wrap things up for what was going to happen and going forward?
I presume so, because 1, 2, 3 titles changed hand on that day.
Yeah.
So I can give you the matches, by the way. So Defiant Hardcore title, Drake defeated No Fun Done. Lou, Man Like DeReese. We kind of talked about this match earlier on. Joe Hendry defeats Martin Kirby, title change.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, Benji and obviously Visage, which we just talked about there. Nathan Cruz defeats Simon Miller. And of course, we had the world title match, which we're not going to talk about for obvious reasons. But yeah, a lot of the titles changed hand on that. So that was really interesting, because when we watch pay-per-views, I've seen I think literally every champion basically changed hands looking at this.
Yeah.
Which I don't really see that much, on any show, to be honest.
So was this just right? This would have been just right before that whole movement thing started as well, wouldn't it? So there's significant wrestling moments, not just in the UK, but obviously this pay-per-view.
So this was what, 2019?
Yes.
So when did the movement start? I'm not quite sure what year.
I think it was the end of 2019 or the beginning.
Let's have a look.
The 2020.
Just so we get the information correct.
And just so people know, not going to mention any names, but it's rightfully so. Some of these scumbags are no longer part of wrestling. That are involved in that.
Yeah.
Anybody that condones it. I know. What was it? I know one. The big one that we know about. I'm not even going to mention his name, but obviously he was part of the elite and things like that. But was it for some strange reason he's actually. He's out in like Cuba or something like that, making good money.
Right. So the Speaking Out movement started on June 17, 2020. So it wasn't long after this.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, somebody in the main event of this pay-per-view obviously was the first name accused and stuff like that. And I still obviously want to say the name accused. Obviously, I've got the information here. And yeah, everyone knows about it. You know what I mean? We don't want to get too into it, because it probably could have a big debate.
Yes. Just cut off all their willies and be done with it.
That's one way to end it, right? Right, to wrap this up, boys, obviously, because I'm going to be sending this to, obviously, 2 of our good pals. I'm going to send this to Benji himself, let him watch it back. Stevie Aaron as well. Annie, what do you think? What message do you want to give it to them too?
Just keep doing what they're doing. It's awesome. It was an awesome match. It's great that they were out there and they were.
Stevie Aaron's the ring announcer, by the way.
Yeah. But was it? Who am I to give these guys any sort of comments? These guys are out there doing it, they're doing it well. So, just keep doing what you're doing, keeping us entertained, because that's what you're doing. I know I was critical with the ladder match, but that's a ladder match in general. I'm just a grump, But it was a good match for it being a ladder match, and yeah, awesome.
James.
Yeah, very similar to what Ains said. Basically, just that they should be very proud of what they've done. Obviously, the referee, I liked that the referee was able to give the guys a lot of leeway with obviously the spots and what have you, And because what I see quite a lot is that referees tend to not necessarily on purpose, but it seems that they like kind of make the match about them, so that they kind of pull focus away from the match. Which, speaking to Steve Grimshaw on the pod, said that that's the one thing they doesn't want to do. Obviously, it's not what their job is, sort of thing. So, the fact that the referee doesn't get too involved in the match itself just shows a lot of professionalism.
Yep.
I think that's a nice little thing to end on, boys.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, sorry, can I make one comment?
Of course you can.
Yep, just like, and I know there'll be nobody there watching from there, but CEW and WWE, they're sleeping on these referees because they're absolutely awesome in the UK, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? It's time some of them got called. What was I don't know how hard that is to get that gig. Probably a lot harder because there's less opportunities for it. But you know, what was it? There's amazing, and they're an amazing team as well, and they all look after each other. It's just amazing. What was it? And also just love the absolute diversity of British wrestling. It's just the best.
No,
No.
I think that's a great thing said there. I mean, do you know what I mean? There's diversity, obviously, in wrestling. I mean, some incredible talent. I mean, I could name so many wrestlers off the top of my head, and I wouldn't be doing it justice because I'll probably, forget some.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's obviously wrapped today's obviously watch along up. As always, you can go support Wrestle Wellbeing, go check it out. Do you know what I mean? He's got some incredible interviews coming up. Stay tuned. We'll put all the links in the description. And just be here. That's all I can say about you.
Yeah, I'll just be me. You know, even I detest myself at times. You know, I know I can be intolerable, but yeah, I'll just continue to be me and put up with myself.
Absolutely. And we say this all the time, guys. If you've got a match for us to watch, it doesn't matter where it's from, doesn't matter the promotion, doesn't matter the year. Send it to us. You know what I mean? We'll watch it, we'll react to it and stuff like that. Because now, I mean, we've done so many great matches. You know, and Haney, we've done a range, and we're not just on like one certain like type match.
No, definitely. We've just done a ladder match there. We've done what was it? We've done a musical. And, you know,
Yeah.
cabaret. Yeah, we've done various matches. You know, from various sort of things. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Jim, I'll let you have the final say.
I've always just said to people that if they're wanting to go watch some indie wrestling, to definitely go do it, because it's I think it's definitely slept upon, because there's a lot of great shows out there. I mean, at the end of this month, I think myself and the wife are on about going to watch UKW's big show. Can't remember what it's called. WrestleBration, that's the one. Thank you, mate. We're on about watching that one. It's just a case of if we come back from a festival in enough time. So see what happens. But yeah, it's definitely something that I wish I'd have done a couple of years ago. So I'm really glad that I've started getting into actually watching the UK wrestling scene.
Yeah, absolutely. UK is incredible. I'll be heading back to obviously Newcastle for Wrestling in Newcastle on August the 2nd. They've got some great shows like that. And again, I mean, Amy, I think you said it best in a previous show. Find your local promotion, go support them and stuff like that, because you never know, these guys may get snapped up anytime.
Yes, most definitely. BCW are back in October, I think. Maybe it's middle or end of October. I can't remember. So looking forward to that. But yeah, it's always a great night out, a good family night out as well. And you'll be able to take your whole family and get some pop and some snacks for the price of what you wouldn't even be able to get a single ticket for an AEW or a WWE show. So yeah, you know, and you'll get just as good wrestling, if not better.
100%. And that's a great thing to end on, guys. Cheers for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one.